Good morning. Grace and peace to you from our Lord Jesus Christ, and welcome to worship at Second Presbyterian Church, this welcoming community of faith where Jesus Christ transforms lives. This summer at Second, our sermon series is centered on Scripture's promises, and this morning we will hear an astounding and unexpected promise from the book of Acts, a promise that set the course for the Christian movement. If you are a guest with us in worship this morning, we want you to experience this welcoming community of faith. We are sincerely grateful for your presence, and we invite all of you, our guests, as well as members of the congregation, to sign and pass the blue welcome books. Those are available on each one of your pews and help us to learn each other's names, as well as be able to reach out to our guests later this week in a more personal way to welcome you. We will have fellowship and refreshments after worship just outside the great doors of the sanctuary on the patio, and invite all of you to join us for a time of fellowship and friendship in that space. And finally, if you have a prayer request, we invite you to fill out the slip of paper that you'll find in that welcome book, and you can simply leave that in the offering plate later this morning as we seek to pray with and for one another. Tomorrow, our youth in middle and high school are invited to spend the day here at Second Church for a day of service and games, a picnic together, and time for worship and reflection. Then on Wednesday, youth will meet up in Broad Ripple for ice cream. For details about all the events on our summer youth calendar, you can simply visit the website secondchurch.org/youth. You may have missed the information meeting about our Malawi 2025 trip a couple of weeks ago, and if so, there's another opportunity this Saturday, a Zoom meeting, Saturday at 10 a.m. You can find the link on our events page. And also this Saturday, volunteers are needed to work with saws, building a ramp at a home in Cicero. Several spots are still open for that commitment. And I will again say that no experience or prior training is necessary. They will provide you with all the training you need on the spot. We are bursting at the seams with babies and toddlers during the 10 o'clock a.m. worship hour. And this is the good problem that we hope to have. But it does also mean that there is an immediate need for adult volunteers who are willing to join our paid nursery staff and toddler room staff. If you can join us on a Sunday or two to rock a baby or read a story to a child, you can be in touch with Pastor Sarah either after worship or via email this week. We would love to have the gift of your time, and you will be blessed by that experience as well. Finally, this morning, along with all of you, I have been deeply unsettled and saddened by the news of political violence in our nation. Yet again, we face the tragic reminder of the pervasive reality of sin and the human capacity for evil. As followers of Jesus Christ, we have a clear call to respond to acts of violent hatred in ways that embody the love and the grace of God. I believe we do this best by building communities where hatred or violence toward any of God's children are given no harbor. I believe faith can lead our way. Last night I was reflecting on Paul's letter to the Romans. Writing to the Christians living in that city, the Apostle Paul offered this counsel: let love be genuine. Hate what is evil, hold fast to what is good. Love one another with mutual affection, outdo one another in showing honor. And so even as we deplore these acts, we must reclaim our call to hold fast to what is good, to love one another, to show honor to each other. This weekend, our congregation and our city is grieving the loss of Jim Morris. A leader whose whole life was a witness to the vision Paul cast for the church. His is the way we must walk now. Friends, this much I know, that experiences of shared grief can serve as catalysts for meaningful change. And so as we grieve for neighbors who are near to us and for those who seem distant, as we lament the seemingly endless cycle of violence and hate, we can choose to come together. We can chart a different course. We can speak with one voice and act in ways that honor our common humanity and serve the common good. For this is who God created us to be. Friends, let us hold fast to what is good.